Hey there, this is Brandel Figure. How are you doing? What we have in front of us is Marvel Legends Ben Reilly Spider-Man. Believe it or not, I got this guy for only $12.49. It was in clearance for like 50% off at Target. That was nuts. When I saw it, I couldn't pass it up. This is especially awesome, since I have always liked this mold from the neck down. It just wasn't well executed with the first Spider-Man with Ben Red, and the second one being Daredevil in the 3-pack. Yes, the Spidey with the Ben Red has been done in classic colors, but it was so poorly executed. But that's a whole nother thing. Anyway, I might hate this one as well, but how can you mess up a simple red and black color palette? Obviously, the head is the worst thing of this figure, but $12.49. I don't know who this character is, but I do know that he's a clone of Peter Parker, and he was once Scarlet Spider. I think this is Ben Reilly's third costume. Well, anyway, let's get this off the stand and take a closer look. Before I show you the measurement, I want to show you what it looks like out of the box. First thing I'm going to do is compare this guy to my ruler. Stands about this tall, right? Now, let's do some figure comparisons. Here is Mezco 112 Collective Wolverine. Here is Mayfix Scarlet Spider. See how huge that head is? As well as Wolverine. These guys got big head syndrome. Here's DC Multiverse Christian Bale, The Dark Knight. And here's DC Multiverse Skull, Atomic Skull. Here's Peter Parker. And here's Spider Slayer from 2-pack. Smythe versus Peter Parker from Marvel Legends. Here's Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man. And Mayfix Classic Suit Spider-Man. This one has better set of eyes than this one. It's just executed well. Here's Bizarro from DC Multiverse. And again, Smythe, the Spider Slayer, who is also a clone. These two guys are clones. Alright, let's go with the articulation of this. The head goes up this far. It goes down this far. Up this far. Down this far. Full 360. Tilt. Tilt. Shoulders go up this far. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. Wrist articulation. Swivel. And wrist hinge. Chest arches this far, crunches this far, side to side, this far, right? And now another point of articulation in the abs. It's just a hinge. It goes this far, the ab crunch, and it arches this far. So it goes here, it goes all the way here, and then here. Now the legs, let me close this real quick. Now the legs, thighs swivel, and kicks this far, kicks back about this far, kicks back this far. Split, double jointed knees. Let's put it here. Double jointed knees, shin swivel or boot swivel. Feet go down this far and up this far, right? And ankle pivot, and toe hinges. It goes up this far and goes down this far. So that's what you got with articulation. Alright, this is still articulation. I want to show you if this Spider-Man can do a crouching pose. Let's do it. So that's what it looks like when he crouches. Let's compare him to how this guy crouches, the animated series Spider-Man. This guy is the winner. Alright, I want to talk about sculpt and paint. First thing is the head. The head, obviously, is huge. Look how big that is. Massive. It looks so round. It looks like a balloon. Seriously. Does it look like a balloon? It's ridiculous. It's just a massive head. I get what they're trying to do with big eyes and all that, but it's not executed right with this one. It's just, it looks like a different type of bug, I guess. I don't know, man. It just looks so weird. Look at that. I do like the paint application on the eyes. That was nice. It's got like a pearly white paint. I like that, honestly. I mean, that's one good thing about this head. But everything else, I mean, the webbing application is very clean. But it's just the sculpt itself. I don't like the sculpt. The paint is well done on this head. It's just, again, the sculpt. The sculpt just ruins the whole head. It is so bad. What a massive head. Wow. Big head. Alright, let's talk about the body. Alright, the paint application of the spider on the front looks very clean. And I can still see the spider legs on here and here, even with the butterfly joints. There's a spider symbol on the back. You can still see everything. Let me get closer. Look. Look at the webbings. The webs will fall up here, here, right? And you move it. The lines don't stay within the line. I like that, honestly. They did a good job with this. So, yeah, I'm impressed with that. That's very good. Now, let's talk about the color. I mean, the webbings are clean. Pretty much pretty much good application everywhere. It's got, I mean, you can see it. There's red here. I'm sorry. There's red here, right? You see the red on the inside of the joint. And another one here and here. So just something to keep that in mind. I mean, you know, what can you do? It's a Spider-Man costume. It can be pretty awkward. Another thing I want to bring up is the body type. Right, the body type is good. From the navel up is good. But, I mean, from the thigh cut, from the thigh cut down, it's pretty good. But this section right here, it looks really weird. I don't know what it is, but I can see the stark cut on the pelvis area right here. There's a stark cut right there. You can see it. It just looks so bad. It's so obvious, right? It's even more obvious with Daredevil, but at least with Daredevil, you could use the belt to cover up that section. But this one, it has no belt, so you can actually see everything in that section right here. And I don't like the love handles on here. It's sculpted on there, but they really don't need to do that, you know? And I don't like the upper thighs. I don't know. I don't like how thin they are. How small all around. Because now it just looks really weird. Like, it has a really tiny pelvis area. I get what they're trying to do, making it bead taper, but that's not how you do it. Because of those weird love handles that keep sticking out. It's not, it doesn't look right like that. I don't know what else to say. The feet. I'm glad that they have toe hinges. And I honestly only bought this because hopefully I can swap the feet to my animated series Spider-Man. Because, yeah, he needs those toes. But other than that, the size of the feet, these are massive, just like the head. Big feet. You want to see how big they are? Let's compare, let's see. I'm going to compare DC Multiverse Superman, right? From McFarlane. This guy is 7 inches tall, okay? If you put the feet along with each other, you see the feet? They're practically the same size. Remember, Spider-Man is supposed to be 5'10", and he's supposed to be in a 6-inch scale, right? This is not 6-inch scale. This is 7-inch scale. And look how big the feet is. I mean, just are. There. Look how, just look at the feet. Look how big they are. Let's do both, okay? Massive feet. So, that's the bummer with those feet. And you can see the 6-inch Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, and you can see the feet, just stark contrast between the two when it comes to the scale of their feet, right? Another problem I have, even though I said this part right here looks good, and it does look good, but my problem with this has always been the shoulders. The shoulders here look a little better, but not much. The shoulders needs to be big. He needs to have huge superhero-like shoulders to give it that bead taper look. he doesn't have it, right? So, yeah. I don't know why Hasbro has a thing for tiny shoulders. I mean, Meshco has the same problem with tiny shoulders. They need to stop doing that. And, you know, take notes from McFarlane. At least with McFarlane, you can actually see the wide, large shoulders, right? This one actually looks like a superhero with this shoulders and the V taper. This is not a good example, but this is a good example of the shoulders. That's how big you should make them compared to the head, right? This head is bigger than the shoulders. Why? Like, this is a superhero. He's supposed to have a superhero physique. So it makes no sense for Hasbro to make their figures look not superheroes, right? So that part sucks. But it does look good anyway. I do like it. I'm okay with it. As long as it's $12.50, I'm fine with it. I'm not really complaining. But this, at first, was $26. If I paid $26 on this, I would be pissed if this is what I got. Especially if it's not, I mean, the scale should have been smaller, shorter, because of the head size. But apparently, he's not smaller at all. Not at all. Another thing I want to bring up about the sculpt, and that's included with the articulation, is with this articulation, this has ab crunch, and it's reversed. It's like upside down. It goes like down, go like this, right? So you can go all the way down, right? And that's great. I really like that. I'm not complaining about it. I do like it. I'm just saying that it would have been more beneficial if they reversed that joint piece and bring it up this way and add the swivel or a ball joint at the waist, right? An example of that would be this old Street Fighter action figure. This is Dawson. I don't know what toy company it is, so I have to put it up here. So you can see, let's get a close-up of the two. You can see just how different the joint pieces are, right? Completely different joints, but similar execution. So this one, he has the ab crunch, and inside he has the ab crunch and diagram cut, right? This one has ab crunch and diagram cut, right? But this one, this Street Fighter figure has more than the Spider-Man one. What this one has more is the swivel, right? He has a swivel at the waist. It goes up, arch, ab crunch, and, you know, ball jointed. So this is like the best articulation you can get for an action figure. So it's a bummer that they didn't go with this design, but hopefully someday they will. But for now, this is pretty good. He's really articulated, this one, except for the head. Can't look all the way up. It just goes up like this. It is acceptable, but he can't look all the way up, you know. But anyway, so there's that. Alright, let's talk about the score and value. First thing is the score. I would give this figure a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good figure, but I would pass it up if it's $26 at the store. But if you see this guy for $12.50, you should definitely get it. Because this is the most articulated Spider-Man you can get from Hasbro. The reason why it is so low on the score is because of that giant head and missing hands. I mean, it's the lack of lack of hands, like the whipping hands, both the whipping hands and both open hands. It's just one whipping hand and one open hand, and the feet are too big. Those are massive feet. Yes, they got toe hinges, but they're still a little too big. What else I'm gonna talk about? I think that's about it. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching.